Do you know about the living miracle in the world? It remains unchanged for over 14 centuries, memorized by millions, and unmatched in its language, depth, and power. Welcome to the story of revelation of the Quran.
1400 years ago, in the month of Ramadan, it was the night of Laylatul Qadr. In a silent cave on a mountain outside Mecca, a 40-year-old man named Muhammad was meditating alone. His heart has been restless. In the darkness, he wasn't seeking for power or fame like everyone. He was seeking for the truth. His mind was filled with questions. Why are people cruel to the weak and the poor? What is the true path that leads to the peace of the heart? Then, in that silence, suddenly, a bright light fills the cave. The man was shocked by the light and awe. Suddenly, the angel Jibreel alayhi salam appeared. Jibreel alayhi salam said, "Iqra, read." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who neither read nor wrote, replied, "I cannot read." Again, Jibreel alayhi salam command, "Iqra, read." And once more, Prophet said, "I cannot read." Then Jibreel alayhi salam embraced the Prophet and said, "Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not." Surah Al-Alaq 96, 1-5. These verses mark the beginning of the divine revelation and the prophethood of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that night had changed the destiny of humanity. Terrified, Prophet Muhammad rushed home to his wife Khadija, saying, cover me with the blanket." She comforted him and asked what happened. And she took him to Waraqa ibn Nawfal, a wise scholar who followed the Hanif religion and knew the Tawrat and Injil. The Prophet started explaining what had happened. Waraqa listened and his face turned red. He said, "O Muhammad, you are the prophet of this nation. This is the same angel that came to Musa alayhi salam." And from that night, Quran continued to descend, verse by verse, revelation by revelation, part by part, over 23 years of Prophet's life. Each verse came with a purpose: to correct, to guide, to uplift, and to inspire. From the deserts of Arabia, the message spread to east and west and across continents, bringing light wherever it went, reminding people the greatness of Allah.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam memorized each Quran verse after every revelation, and he encouraged his companions to memorize the Quran and to keep the verses in their hearts. And also appointed scribes like Zayd ibn Thabit, Ali bin Abi Talib to write down the revelations on materials such as parchment, bones, and leather. Each verse's place and order were dictated by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself under divine instruction. Through the Quran, Allah spoke directly to humanity. A message of mercy, wisdom, and truth. To this day, the Quran is memorized by millions in its original Arabic, word for word, letter for letter, exactly as revealed over 1400 years ago. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't summarize the Quran in one speech or sentence. But through his life, actions and teachings, he gave us the living summary of the Quran. The Quran isn't just a book of rituals. It's a manual for life, teaching justice, mercy, patience, honesty, and compassion. It guides us in faith, family, work, and society. It's a light in darkness, a cure for hearts, and a message of hope.
Despite centuries passing, the Quran remains unchanged, memorized by over 10 million people worldwide. It unites every Muslim, whether in Africa, Asia, or America. It continues to inspire hearts, guide nations, and heal souls. And remember, when Allah speaks, the believer listens. Read, reflect, live the Quran. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Islamic stories.